What's up, all you cool kids? This is Daisy Collins of TsunamiRose.net coming at you live from my craft room here in Las Vegas, Nevada. As I do Monday through Friday, bringing you junk journal content and videos. So if that's what you're into, please do subscribe and give me a little thumbs up on this video. It would really help me out. Hello, Miss Jen. How are you? I just had a little bit of a sneeze attack, so sorry if I'm like catching my breath. Okay, so we are here continuing on my sunflower junk journals. And I need to do a little bit of sewing today, so I got started earlier. I was trying to stay awake for my Amazon delivery, and so I started sewing these up. So I'm going to finish them up right now. So these are fabric. I had some extra pieces of fabric and some pieces of my heat and bond. And so this is heat and bond fabric onto paper, and then I glued that onto this index card along with other various fabrics, and I think they look really cute. Just really simple here for some scraps, and I think they look pretty cute. Miss Jen said she is tired and she's trying to clean her craft room. Nice. I've been doing that little by little, but like very little by very little. Okay. So I just need to do some sewing, y'all. I just need to do some good old country sewing. I don't know if that's a phrase, but I just wanted to say it. Now, of course, my thread just popped out. It was going so well. I'm doing a straight stitch here. The length is 3.5. I try to do a little bit longer stitches, but not too long. I don't really like the look of the big stitches on these, so I used to do the longest stitch, but I don't like that look anymore. I needed it so bad I couldn't think in here anymore. It gets like that, and I don't have a problem with mess, but it does get to that point where it's like I can't think. Like I need to clean. Yeah, I've been there. Done that. I've been going through that. Because at this point, one of my desks has pretty much just become a shelf. A catch-all shelf. And so I've been going through it little by little, cleaning it out. It's still kind of like a shelf. I've tried. Every time I clean it, it literally just becomes a shelf again. It's terrible. Although I don't know what else that table is supposed to be. I don't really do anything over there. It's just kind of there. And the floor is far game. The floor, oh my. Yeah, well, I'm pretty lucky. Like, my craft room is the living room / dining area. I kind of took over half of the house. And luckily, I can still make a mess, and then I can kind of scoot it off to the side, and there's still a clear corridor to the kitchen. How very hoarders of me to say. But yeah, that's true. I just got to make sure I have a clear path to the kitchen. Otherwise, my husband starts complaining. Sorry, I said I'm tired. You don't have to say sorry for saying you're tired. Oh, hi, Zena. I didn't see Miss Zena. Did I say hi to Patricia? Hello, ladies. I'm just doing a zigzag stitch. I'm just kind of doing the easiest thing. Of course, you could do different stitches here, but I'm just doing a good old zigzag. Oop, I went too far. That was too far. I'm trying to get as close to the edge as possible. I'm so happy my pins, my jewelry pins came in. I have been needing new pins for a while. I've been making too much stuff. And I get to make more stuff, yay. The Zigzag Stitch here. I really like to do 2 length and 5 on width. I think it looks really cute. I actually did 4.5 on this one, but I fixed it for this one. I don't think I'm cleaning that house tomorrow. I'm moving it to Friday. Good. Kimberly Hall. Hi, Kimberly. Letitia. Hi, darling. Thank you for saying hello. This looks so cute, you guys. Just this little index card. I do this a lot. And I do it in different themes with these index cards and the fabric pieces. I've also done it with paper. Obviously, it could just be paper. I did paper once for Christmas. I don't know. I guess I just wasn't in the mood to make fabric ones. I don't know. Okay, let's do the straight stitch. Too fast. I went too fast. So now that I have my pins, I can get started on the Christmas dangles. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Christmas dangles are kind of hard to me because while the Christmas color scheme lends itself very beautifully for journals, I have not found a way to make it not look like an Italian Day celebration. Like, I still don't know how to make it look Christmassy. To me, it doesn't look very Christmassy to me, and it bothers me. I'm trying my best, but it just, those beads, they just don't look very next to each other. Maybe I'm using too much running green. I don't know. I just don't feel like they just look very Christmassy. I don't know. It's just might just be me. I still need to figure out. But now that I'm doing pink, it might be a little bit easier to put in some pink in there. Okay. But were you just gonna stand there? You're so silly. He's just standing by the door. I don't know why. Go get your toy, boo-boo. Go get your toy. He knows what that means. He's silly. You should see the way his ears twitch every time I say toy. It's like his little magic word. He knows what toy means. He knows what go get your toy means because he hears the word toy. They said cats can understand a couple of phrases, not too many, like their name and like a handful of phrases. Like whenever I say the phrase "come on," that means "come get your wet food." I've been trying to train him on that with my husband too. I'm like, tell him "come on" and go get his food. I'm looking around to see if he's like listening to me. He's gone. I have to buy him a couple of new cat beds. He needs a new cat tower. And then I want to buy him a cat tower for my bedroom too. If you're buying any printables from me, just know I'm spending it on cat beds. He is a smart little boy. He really is. And bobbing out. Okay. At least it was good timing. Butterfingers. Here we go. Okay, so now that was like the perfect timing. It literally ran out just in the nick of time. I hate when it runs out midway, but I think everybody hates that. I think that's a universal feeling on that, right? Okay, here we go. Got a couple more of these to do. And I only have a little bit left over fabric of the dollar store tree fabric, which I could put in some pieces right here, but most of the fabric is the bicycle. So I really had to like cut very specific little pieces for this. So I'm trying to figure out what else I could do with those fabric pieces. What happened here? Hang on, something's not right. It happened on the fabric side. Hang on, what's happening? What is happening? Hang on, let me get a piece of paper. Why is this in the trash? Why is this in the trash? Not cool. Okay, here's some paper. I cut a bunch of my paper because, like I said, I was generously gifted like some industrial paper cutter. So I have a bunch of strips of paper. Sometimes you just gotta put it back in. Looks good now. Clusters, but just fabric? Okay, I see what you mean. That would be quite interesting. I also need to make a couple of pockets. I need to make some pockets. I don't have any so far themed anything, so I'm gonna have to print out some paper. Gonna have to make our own pockets. I'm excited. You guys know I don't normally do themes, but we're doing it. We're doing it. It's happening. I am excited. Who knows when these are done? I might start another batch of journals in between. You guys know I can't stop. I have to have 75 journals going at one time. Okay, I have to, or I just don't feel right. Let's see. How many journals do you guys have going on at this very moment? Like, how many journals in whatever stage of completion? How many journals do you have? I literally have, I think I have 10 of those, and then I need, I believe, 8 of those. So I probably have about 18 journals right now that are not quite finished. And I'm over here thinking about starting new ones, you know? It's gross. It's really gross. Jen says, oh my gosh. Jen says, I seem to have issues sewing fabric with my sewing machine. It seems to only like paper now. That could happen. Make sure you're cleaning it. You know what I mean? Make sure you're keeping it dust free. But I don't have a problem. My sewing machine has never had a problem switching back and forth on that subject. Yeah, no, I can't say I've had a problem with that myself. Sometimes it's the tension. You gotta fix the tension. Once in a while I will have a problem, and usually changing the tension around. Did you buy it at Joann's? They might be able to help you if you buy stuff at Joann's, they're pretty good, especially with their sewing machines at like helping you if you have issues with them. Like maybe it's not something that needs to be fixed with the sewing machine, so you don't need to take it into a shop, but maybe they could show you something. I don't know. Most people tend to kind of cringe when you tell them you're sewing paper on your sewing machine. It kind of makes them question their entire life. Hubby bought it a couple Christmases ago. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so straight stitch. Also, Miss Jen, make sure you're getting it serviced at least every 2 years. You should get it serviced. It might not be anything you're doing. It could also be your sewing machine is dusty, like on the inside, you know, the parts you can't reach, and it might be looped up, might need to be looped up. I don't know. Something to check. Zena says she has around 8. Patricia says she has 4 to 5. You just cannot have just one journal going on. That's just not how this works. You know, you have to have several. I know sometimes I get bored of stuff and I'm like, okay, I have to do something else. Like I can't look at this anymore. Yeah, it's probably close. It's time, girl, if it's 2 years. If it's been 2 years, you need to get it serviced, especially if you use it. Even if you don't use it, but especially if you use it. Mine's not the most expensive model or anything too special. But it's been going. But I get her serviced every 2 years. Like clockwork. It's kind of like getting your oil changed. You know, like I don't know anything about cars. I know nothing about cars. But I make sure that my car gets an oil change, you know what I mean? When it needs it, like every 3 months, whatever, like clockwork, I get it done. I don't know what else I should be doing with the vehicle. I mean, I mostly let my husband deal with it, which he doesn't know much more about cars than me. But, you know, I think it's important. I think. Patricia said that when she gets bored of things, she makes notepads. Let's see here. We are going. Like, I now want to start a sewing journal. I don't need a sewing journal, but I have a kid, so I want to use it. So I need to go to Joann's and look at, I was thinking either I'm going to, I mean, it would be nice to have like a sewing themed fabric on the inside. We'll go see at Joann's and see what they have. I don't know. I know, I mean, I want to do something in my craft room like every day. So there's always something to do. And I have the space to put projects off to the side and start new projects. So that's good. Here we go. I've been sewing, I've been doing a lot of straight stitching, so it's pretty gosh darn good. Like, I'm pretty getting there. I'm getting good. Good. I haven't been to Joann's in quite a while. It's been, I guess, since I bought this fabric, I haven't been to Joann's. Their craft section, you guys, is so sad. I feel like everybody's getting rid of scrapbooking. I don't know. It's gonna just be an end cap very soon. Does anybody else feel like that? I feel like everybody's just getting rid of scrapbooking. I don't know. I don't know what's happening with this country. It's changing too much. Back in my day, you know, back in the good old days, when these companies stocked Prima. What was that? This boy hit my light camera cord. It's just scary because these lights are so light. like they don't weigh much. And there's been a couple of times where he's come close to knocking them over while I was live. Oh my God, I just thought about it, Jen. You let your husband buy you a sewing machine? Like, I don't know if I could do that. Well, usually, like, for a presents, we just ask each other what we want. But I don't think he would go buy me a sewing machine without me being there. I just thought about it. I'm like, that's kind of crazy that your husband just bought you a sewing machine. Like, he just went to, like, my husband would probably come back with the most expensive one. That's kind of cool. He knew what I wanted. Oh, he knew which one you wanted? Okay. I was going to say, I don't know. It's kind Kind of crazy, but also very brave of him. We usually just like tell each other exactly what we want, or he just gives me money. Ooh, our anniversary is coming up. It's crazy, you guys. I've been with this man since I was like a teenager. And it's just crazy to think about. I've basically known him now half of my life, and that's crazy, you know? It's going to be our 14th anniversary of being together, which is insane. Is it 14th? Isn't it more? Hang on. I don't know how to math. No, that's not right. 20 minus. What year is it? 17. Oh my God. 17. Yeah, I was 17 when I met him. And now I'm 34. So it's like I've known him half my life, which is insane. You know? It's kind of crazy to think about. River City Creative, hello. Oh, your anniversary is on 9/9. Mine's 8, August 13th. And we're going to Olive Garden. I said, baby, I want some chicken Alfredo. I have such trash food taste, you guys. Honestly, my taste in food, I am like a fancy 6-year-old, okay? So I'm a very simple woman. And I just want some chicken Alfredo, okay? That's all. And that's like me fancy. You know, like I'm telling you, I'm not sophisticated like at all. And that's okay, you know, it's all right. Like I need a ribeye. I don't know. Steaks are okay, I guess. I can't eat that much steak. It fills me up. I mostly get filled up on mac and cheese when I get a steak, and then I'll eat the steak later with the rest of my mac and cheese. I am just ready for that Alfredo. And of course, there's like fancier places in town, but I just like want Olive Garden. I just want like that McDonald's flavor, you know? I love it. I don't think I'll ever be a fancy person. I'm just not that kind of way. So why even pretend? Why even pretend? I like me a good old, you know, Olive Garden chicken Alfredo moment, or like a good Applebee's steak is good enough for me. Okay, so here's these that I got done for my various sunflower journals. These will be good enough. It's like a dozen or so. And I have about 10 journals. So one-ish per journal is good. If I don't do anything else. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to sew up. For the rest of the time, I need to sew up some trim. Come on, work with me. You are embarrassing me. Hang on. Where's my scissors? Hang on. I'm so ill-prepared for anything in life right now. Wait, my card is behind me because it's never there. Okay, I need to cut this first, but I need to do some trim, but I need to cut this. Okay. Oh. I need a stamp. I know, Jen. Oh my god, I do. Terrible person, Jen. Okay, so I need 3/4 inch. Is this 3/4? Does this feel? No, it feels too wide. Wait, how do I measure this? Because this one, oh, 3/4 is probably right here. Okay. Yeah, I think this is 3/4. Yeah, this feels about right. Okay. Get another one. Okay. Okay, I need my little pokey tool. All right, so let's make this trim. I have this piece of chipboard here, as you can see, that is handcrafted custom tools. Okay, very fancy. And I got my fabric. My fabric is 1 inch and various lengths. Let me see. Where is it? Okay, here it is. Okay, so this is what I was doing before. What did I decide to do? I thought I decided. Did I decide I was going to put the green in between these two? Is that what I decided? I think that's what I decided. Okay. So let's roll this back up. Put it off to the side. I got 3 different fabrics here. 1 inch wide fabric pieces. I have my little pokey tool, which I've been told is some sort of pedicure tool. I don't know. And I've tried to look it up on Amazon. I don't even know why I have this. But I've had it for a long time now. It's just a little pokey tool. You could use a seam ripper if you are wanting to do this. Thank you, Miss Patricia. If you have a little moment, please give me a thumbs up. Okay. Okay, and then I have my 3/4 inch piece of chipboard. You want to use it like a tool, so you want to have it long enough for like your little hand to grab it. We are going to use a straight stitch. I'm just going to use default settings. Zena says she can't find her fabric scissors. Whoever took Zena's fabric scissors, please give them back. Okay. Joke's over. Give them back. Thank you. So we are going to sew down the middle of this here. Little scrappy do. Going to put my little chipboard piece, and then I'm going to slide the fabric underneath, pull out the chipboard piece, and we're just going to sew down the middle. Once I got a couple stitches into that pleat, ruffle, whatever you want to call it, I do the next one. And so on and so forth. Um, you lost it 2 weeks? Oh no, I would panic. I like my fabric scissors. Oh no. You know how I think I lost these for like 6 months. They were gone for 6 months. It was sad. It was very sad. But then I found it. I don't know what I was doing in my bedroom underneath a pile of clothes, but there it was. There it was. I would have ordered more, except they wanted like $6, $7, and I was like, just wait till I find one. Yeah, this is called the pull-out method, okay? And it works every time, you know? It works 60% of the time. It works every time. Okay, so we're gonna go to the next piece of fabric. I'm gonna go a little bit. I'm gonna stitch a little bit more. Let's see if I can do this. This piece of fabric. Am I using the right side of the fabric here? Yes. Okay. Put the fabric on top, and then I use my little hook tool to guide it underneath. And as you can see, that worked so good. Let's see, I can just put the fabric underneath here. Nope, I cannot. Hang on, this works. I swear it works. I swear I've done this before. There we go. Now it worked. And then I'm going to take this piece underneath and we'll see if it stays. Sometimes it stays. Sometimes it doesn't. Y'all are too much. Y'all are gonna get me canceled. Go. And I've tried different pieces of chipboard. I've tried different thicknesses. The type of chipboard doesn't matter as long as it's like got basically this coating, this like printed coating on one side. It allows it to slip out easier. I've tried a different thickness, like thicker chipboard. Don't use thicker chipboard, just a piece of good old cereal box, Pop-Tart box, whatever you got. It allows it to slide out nicely. And of course you could do wider pleats. This is a 3/4 inch piece of chipboard. You could use a wider piece of chipboard. Hang on, I need to text my husband that I want some cinnamon crunch donuts. Can you bring me some cinnamon crunch donuts? Let's see what he says. I don't know what he's going to say. Of course he's going to say yes. One moment. I'm just thinking that sounds really good with my coffee later. I'm so gourmet, you know. And normally this method is like so slow that I have very rarely gone off center. So I kind of just focus on sewing because I sew like 5 stitches at a time. So it doesn't really deviate much, which is good. So it's good for any beginner to learn. The strips, I really wouldn't use anything less than like a 6-inch strip. Basically, it all gets cut down to about half of what you originally had it. So these strips are even actually kind of longer because it's fine. It's fine. But I wouldn't do anything smaller than 6-inch TBH, you know? It's just gonna be good to dunk in my donuts. My donuts in my coffee. It just sounds so good. Going. Is this a time-consuming process? Yes, it is. So, you know, I just put on something, a movie in the background, and I just pretty much just listen to it while I get to sew it. Look, I just kind of got off center a little bit. So we're gonna make sure, paying attention to it. I did kind of manipulate the fabric there a little bit. We did get off center after I was talking about not getting off center. It happens. But it's just such a slow process. And if you mess up, we could just cut this. You can cut up the part that I messed up and then sew it back together. I love this method. Again, slowest method in the world, but it's what am I hearing outside? Sounds like something's hitting something with a stick. I don't know if it's that neighbor of mine. I'm telling you, I have this neighbor that, like, we have the world's, like, smallest yards, and he's always doing something in his yard. It's ridiculous. It's, like, really weird. Like, you don't even have a yard, but he's always, like, gardening, and I don't see anything. But he's always, like, fixing something in his little garden. It's really weird. I guess what I'm doing might seem a little weird to other people as well. Did I use the wrong side of fabric? No, I didn't. Okay, it's just very light print. Jen, I'm making you hungry. I do that a lot, girl. I'm sorry. I always have the munchies. I just woke up. I woke up from a long ass nap. I slept from like 4 to basically 9. I didn't get much sleep last night. I've been on such a weird sleeping schedule. And I normally can't get more than like 4 hours of sleep at a time. And so it felt pretty good to take a nap. And so I haven't ate since like 2. Because I took a nap at 4. I didn't eat. I ate at like 2 o'clock. I have not eaten anything. So I'm going to have some spaghetti. You guys, it's terrible. And my husband probably hates me. But I literally want just spaghetti all the time. And my spaghetti is so good. So I just want to eat it all the time. I have like 2 or 3 recipes that I pretty much stick to now. It's probably boring. But I like it. I like it. It doesn't help I forgot to eat dinner, Miss Jen. You gotta take time and take care of yourself, girlfriend. You gotta put yourself. You gotta make yourself a priority, girlfriend. I love penne with vodka sauce and chicken. I can eat that all the time. Well, there's no vodka in my sauce. But there is cumin and clove. I don't know. The times I've cooked with alcohol, I'm like, this doesn't. Like, it sounds fancy to say, but I don't taste anything, so. It's one less ingredient I try to buy. Oh, no, not that again. Girl, you gotta try it. You have to put some cumin and some clove in your spaghetti. Listen, I promise. Try it. Try it. Just give it a little try, you know? come over and I'll give you some spaghetti. Okay, I'll give you some good spaghetti. You know, like good spaghetti. But I don't make spaghetti like my mama used to make spaghetti. I don't like the way she makes spaghetti. I think my spaghetti is better. I use cumin a lot in my Latin dishes. Well, girls, sprinkle some of it on everywhere, you know, just everywhere. I didn't used to add it, and then I just kept thinking, like, what is this missing? I just felt like the spaghetti was just like missing something. And then I was like, oh yeah, I forgot my mom puts cumin and clove in the spaghetti. So once I added just a little that, I have gone overboard. I have gone overboard on the cumin. I have gone overboard on the clove, but I got it down now. I got it down, and it just tastes, you could just kind of taste it. And it just makes it feel like old time mama's spaghetti. That clove is what gets me. I've used cumin, but never clove. Like I said, just a little bit. Zena, you are making this, you know, you're making this to be a bigger deal than it is. It's just a little dash. Like I said, I've gone overboard before. I have thrown away batches of spaghetti because I put too much clove in it. So don't do it, RJ. It's just a little sprinkle. I was gonna say splash, but that might be too much. Just a couple sprinkles. Okay, and it just sets it off. I don't know what else to say. It's bomb. Okay, when it's bomb and it's right, it's good. You know, and I know it's right. You can quote me on that. When it's good, it's right. Daisy said that. You know what I mean? 2022. Everybody loves my spaghetti. I don't know. Nobody's ever complained. My friend's kid loves it. Just saying, Zena. Just saying. It's a hit. Okay, girl? It's a hit. That's all I know. I once grabbed the cumin thinking it was cinnamon. Oh, no! I've used cumin when I'm making chili mac. Yeah. I like cumin, but that stuff, it smells like a foot. I don't like the way it smells. It smells like a foot to me. But it tastes delicious. You know what I don't understand? I've never had it, but some people have cinnamon with their chicken. They season chicken with cinnamon, and I'm just like, that's insane. But also, I don't like mole, but I know that mole has cinnamon. And they put that on chicken. But I've never liked the taste of mole, to be honest. I don't like it. It's just fried bread sauce with a bunch of oil. It's just really weird. And it's like a whole thing in my family. It's a whole big old, it's an event. Mole is an event, okay? You gotta help your grandma grind all the spices and toast everything. It's a whole thing. It's a whole day. It's literally a whole day. All the women get in the kitchen and we all kind of take turns doing things for the mole. And then I remember being in the backyard and my grandma grinding up the spices, and I would be like, oh, grandma, let me try. And that stuff is not easy, and it's not as fun as it looks. So, of course, I never lasted too long. But it was fun to try. It was fun to grind a couple spices. But I am not a fan of mole myself. Mole is what? Mole is literally fried bread and a bunch of spices, almonds. They put chocolate in there, cinnamon, a whole bunch of chilies. they make this like dough out of all this stuff they like grind up. And then you fry it. And it just like becomes this sauce with all this oil. You like fry it. It just doesn't look very healthy. The times I've seen it made as an adult, I'm like, this is not healthy. You guys are just grinding up bread and various other things and then frying it. But whatever, I didn't eat it, so it was just fun. It was a fun process to watch everything, getting ground up. Okay, here's a part. Did I mess up? Did I just mess up? Hang on. What is happening? What is happening? Looks good to me. I don't know what the issue was. Let's see. Yeah, they put chocolate in there, like so much of chilies, and then they put it over chicken and rice. I don't get it myself. Just get stuck right there at that point. It just like sinks in. It's so weird. Okay. Well, like I said, we could always just cut out problematic parts like this where it's getting caught, all this fabric right here. And we're just gonna keep going. Oops, I hit my face on camera. Okay, here we go. But isn't it a sauce? Yeah, it's a sauce. Yeah, like I said, they grind all this stuff up so that it's like a dough, like because everything is like wet, They put bananas in there too. They grind up all this stuff, and it all becomes a dough. And then they fry that. It's not really a dough because it's just like chilies and a bunch of ingredients, but they're wet, so they become like this. It's literally like a dough ball that they make with all this ground up stuff. And then they fry that ball in a bunch of oil. And so the oil emulsifies everything and it becomes a sauce. And it's pretty much like a dough ball until you warm it up. And you fry it in oil. It's very weird. But it's like where my family's from, they're like famous for it. It's like, it's like, you could have a cheesecake, but, New York cheesecake is like the thing. You know what I mean? So like mole from where my family's from is like a big deal. It's like kind of that's like what they're known for. Oh, I moved the camera and I moved it way too much. Sorry, I didn't notice that. I had literally moved the camera out of place. I normally don't move it out of place. But I guess my forehead was heavy today. Okay, so I'll probably work on this for the rest of the night. I don't know what else I'm going to do tonight, so I guess I'll just do this. Oh yeah, I have a sewing kit I need to list for sale. I finally got the sewing clip art set finished. It's just individual sewing related items. I know I had previously put out a sewing clip art, which was my compositions of these clip arts, and so these are just the individual clip art. So you got little scissors, little sewing machine action, sorry about that. And then you have my set, which is, like I said, I mix all those up. Yeah, that's coming probably by tomorrow if I get it done tonight. I don't know if I get it done tonight, but tomorrow for sure. I'm thinking, do I want to work on that or do I want to work on this? I don't know. Because I want to get these journals done, but like I need to make this trim, you know, so that I can put my signatures together. It's just gotta happen in order for the next step to happen. So this takes time, and so I just need to take the time to do it. And that's what we're doing here today. It's very, this one was kind of long. Oh, I should cut this a little bit. Yeah, this one was kind of long. I need to cut them down a little bit. It just depends. I'll figure it out in a moment what I'm going to do. Like, do I have the patience to do this, or do I want to work on computer stuff? I don't know. We'll see. I still also need to print out some pages for these. There's a lot to do, and I feel like I want to do it in the next 5 minutes, but I can't. But that's okay. We're going to get going on these. There, I've got all the covers done, so that's good. Miss Jen, you have a good night, girlfriend. I'm almost done here. I got 4 more minutes. Just do a little bit more sewing here. Let's see, I got 2. Do this fabric now. Ooh, I get to eat my spaghetti. Here we go. Miss Patricia. Oh, I thought Miss Patricia was saying goodnight to you, but Jen was saying goodnight to Miss Patricia. Okay, never mind. Alright. I'm using a lot of this green fabric in between. I think it looks pretty cool. So now I'll have a lot of like these pages instead of a bunch of yellow pages. So before I was kind of doing these 2 and then a green. And then I decided, no, just put the green in between. Then when I have to cut some pages, I'll get some green and some yellow. And that'll be like a really nice contrast compared to just a bunch of yellow. So I'm glad I made that change. This is also the fabric that I'm going to be using on the inside of the covers. So I think that's going to coordinate really well. This really looks like some 90s, this looks like some 90s curtain accoutrement that could be decorating some like curtains or something. This totally looks like 80s lace curtains. Like I just cut them up and put them back together. That's what the color scheme reminds me of. Anyways, you guys, I hope everybody has a good night. That's going to be it for me. We'll reconvene again tomorrow, same time, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11 p.m. Central, and 12 a.m. Eastern. And thank you all so much for your support. I do have Sunflower Printables over my shop, which is what I'm going to be working with. So if you guys would like to purchase them, I would be grateful. So everybody have a good day, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.